Hey guys, welcome to Quote Quest. Niccolo Machiavelli was a Renaissance philosopher and writer best known for his political treatise The Prince. He wrote extensively on politics, power, and human nature, and his ideas continue to influence political theory and strategy to this day. Here are some of his most notable quotes. "It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both." This quote reflects Machiavelli's belief that a ruler should prioritize maintaining fear and respect among their subjects rather than seeking popularity and love. Machiavelli argued that fear of the ruler's power would ensure obedience and loyalty from the people, even if it meant sacrificing being loved by them. The ends justify the means. This quote encapsulates Machiavelli's pragmatic approach to politics. He argued that achieving desired outcomes or goals, regardless of the methods used, was more important than adhering to moral or ethical considerations. Machiavelli believed that rulers should do whatever it takes to maintain power and achieve their objectives, even if it involved deception or cruelty. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. This quote emphasizes the importance of wise counsel for rulers. Machiavelli believed that a ruler's success depended on the quality of the advisor and ministers they surrounded themselves with. He argued that a ruler should surround themselves with knowledgeable and competent individuals who can provide sound advice and help in making informed decisions. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. This quote underscores Machiavelli's emphasis on the importance of actions and character over titles and positions. He believed that true honor and respect come from an individual's deeds and virtues, rather than their rank or title. Machiavelli argued that a ruler should focus on cultivating their own qualities of leadership rather than relying solely on their position or authority. Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand. This quote reflects Machiavelli's observation of human nature and how perception often outweighs reality in politics. He argued that people tend to judge others based on appearances and outward displays of power, rather than the actual actions or abilities of a leader. Machiavelli believed that a ruler should understand the importance of perception and effectively manage their image to gain support and maintain power. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. This quote emphasizes the importance of leadership skills for rulers. Machiavelli believed that effective rulers must be able to assert their authority and give orders with confidence and clarity. He argued that a ruler who commands respect and obedience can maintain stability and order in their realm. All courses of action are risky, so prudence is not in avoiding danger, but calculating risk and acting decisively. This quote emphasizes Machiavelli's belief that rulers must take calculated risks in order to achieve success. He argued that avoiding all danger is impossible, and that leaders must be willing to take risks and make decisions in the face of uncertainty. However, he also stressed the importance of making informed and calculated decisions rather than acting recklessly. "The wise man does at once what the fool does finally." This quote highlights the importance of decisiveness in leadership. Machiavelli believed that a wise leader should be able to make quick and decisive decisions, rather than procrastinating or acting impulsively. He argued that leaders who act quickly and decisively can maintain the initiative and seize opportunities as they arise. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. This quote reflects Machiavelli's observation of the importance of adaptability and flexibility in politics. He argued that leaders must be able to adapt to changing circumstances and adjust their strategies and policies accordingly. Machiavelli believed that leaders who are rigid and unable to adapt risk being left behind or even overthrown. "The greatest happiness of the greatest number is the foundation of morals and legislation." This quote reflects belief in the importance of the common good. He argued that a ruler's decisions and actions should be guided by the welfare of the people they govern, rather than their own self-interest or personal gain. Machiavelli believed that leaders who prioritize the happiness and well-being of their subjects can build a stable and prosperous state. "Never was anything great achieved without danger." This quote emphasizes the idea that great accomplishments often require taking risks. Machiavelli believed that success in politics and leadership requires the ability to make bold decisions and take calculated risks, even if it means facing potential danger or criticism. "The chief foundations of all states, new as well as old or composite, are good laws and good arms." This quote highlights the importance of both legal and military power in maintaining a stable state. Machiavelli believed that a ruler must have both a strong legal framework and the military strength to enforce it in order to maintain order and security in their realm. "The prince must be a lion, but he must also know how to play the fox. This quote emphasizes the importance of being both strong and cunning in politics. Machiavelli believed that a successful leader must have the strength and courage of a lion to assert their authority and defend their interests. But they must also be able to be cunning and strategic like a fox to outmaneuver their opponents and achieve their goals. War is just when it is necessary. Arms are permissible when there is no hope except in arms. This quote reflects Machiavelli's belief in the justifiability of war when it is necessary to defend one's state or interests. He argued that a ruler must be willing to use military force when diplomacy and negotiation fail, and there is no other way to protect their interests. One change always leaves the way open for the establishment of others. This quote highlights the idea that change is often a catalyst for further change. Machiavelli believed that once a leader makes a significant change in policy or governance, it opens the door for others to make further changes and shift the balance of power. He argued that leaders must be aware of the potential ripple effects of their actions and take steps to maintain stability and control. Men are so simple and yield so readily to the desires of the moment that he who will trick will always find another who will suffer to be tricked. This quote emphasizes Machiavelli's understanding of human nature, particularly the idea that people are often swayed by their immediate desires and emotions. He argued that a skilled politician or ruler can manipulate and deceive others to achieve their goals, as people are often willing to be tricked if it satisfies their immediate desires or needs. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. This quote highlights the importance of a ruler's advisors and inner circle. Machiavelli believed that a ruler's intelligence and competence can be measured by the quality of the people they surround themselves with. He argued that a wise ruler should choose advisors who are competent, trustworthy, and capable of giving good counsel. A prince must not have any other object, nor any other thought, nor must he take anything as his profession but war. This quote reflects Machiavelli's emphasis on the importance of military strength and readiness. He believed that a ruler must always be prepared for war and must make it their primary focus, even during times of peace. Machiavelli argued that a ruler who neglects military affairs risks being conquered or overthrown by their enemies. It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver. This quote reflects Machiavelli's admiration for cunning and deception. He believed that being able to outmaneuver and deceive one's opponents can bring a sense of satisfaction and pleasure, particularly if the opponent is someone who is known for their own deceptiveness. The first rule of politics is never to despair, and if you despair, pretend to be confident. This quote highlights the importance of projecting confidence and strength in politics, even during difficult times. Machiavelli believed that a ruler must never show weakness or despair, as it can undermine their authority and embolden their enemies. Instead, he argued that a ruler must project confidence and resilience, even if they are struggling or facing setbacks. Politics have no relation to morals. This quote is often seen as controversial because it suggests that politics and morality are separate realms. Machiavelli believed that in politics, the ends justify the means, and that a ruler must be willing to use any means necessary to achieve their goals, even if it means acting immorally. The one who adapts his policy to the times prospers, and likewise that the one whose policy clashes with the demands of the times does not. This quote highlights the importance of adapting to changing circumstances in politics. Machiavelli believed that a ruler must be flexible and adaptable, and must be able to change their policies and strategies to suit the changing needs of the times. Those who fail to adapt, he argued, will not be successful. It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. This quote is one of Machiavelli's most famous, and it reflects his belief in the importance of fear as a tool of power. Machiavelli argued that a ruler must be able to inspire fear in their subjects, as this is a more reliable way to maintain control than trying to be loved or respected. However, he also believed that a ruler must not be excessively cruel, as this can undermine their authority. Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand, because it belongs to everybody to see you, to few to come in touch with you. This quote emphasizes the importance of appearances and image in politics. Machiavelli believed that a ruler must be aware of how they are perceived by others, and must be able to project an image of strength and authority. He argued that people are often swayed by appearances rather than actual actions, and that a ruler who can project an impressive image will be more successful. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. This quote highlights the importance of decisiveness and action in politics. Machiavelli believed that a successful leader must be able to make quick decisions and take swift action, rather than hesitating or procrastinating. He argued that a leader who acts decisively can gain the advantage over their opponents and achieve their goals more quickly. These quotes by Niccolo Machiavelli highlight his pragmatic and often controversial views on politics, power, and human nature. They continue to be debated and discussed in modern political discourse, making them thought-provoking and potentially life-changing for those who ponder their implications. If you like this video, please subscribe and smash the like button.